This is Puerto Rican Panorama, a program that explores the challenging issues, cultural diversity, and multinational heritage of the Delaware Valley Latino community. And now, here's your host, Diego Castellanos.
This is one show you've got to watch. You don't want to miss it. We are about to offer you a website, your own website on the internet, free, along with the training to set it up and to maintain it, plus any help, any technical assistance, any help that you need after the website is set up will be there for you for free. That's the headline. Now, for the details, here's Miguel Perez.
Hi,
Miguel, how you doing? Welcome to.
I'm doing great. It's a pleasure being
here. Welcome to Puerto Rican Panorama. You know, it's funny. I've been a well. Those of you who watch NJN, the New Jersey network, will recognize Miguel Perez as the host of Imágenes, Images, a show that is the longest running television show on public television dealing exclusively with Hispanic issues and Latino culture. It's been on the air for 27 years, 27 and a half years, only 1 year less than Puerto Rican Panorama.
Mm-hmm. And the first thing I have to say is I'm grateful to be here. It's an honor because I feel like I'm a disciple of yours. What you didn't say was that you started that show, Images, Imágenes, some 25 or 26 years ago.
That's how I know so much about it. But in addition, even if you haven't seen Miguel on television, his name should be familiar to you. Miguel is also a journalist, a veteran journalist. He is currently writing a column for the Bergen Record that comes out of Hackensack, New Jersey, about circulation all over the place. And even if you haven't seen the record, Miguel's material has been put out there, you know, by a news service called Hispanic Link News Service. Mm-hmm. So you've been syndicated somewhat by Hispanic news. So you know, I'm sure that you've seen his name or seen his face. The only thing missing is the last time I saw you on the air on television, you had a mustache.
I don't know what. I think my daughter wanted to see me without it, and so I decided to shave for my 6-year-old daughter just so she could see what Papa looks like without a mustache. But I'm gonna grow it back out as soon as possible. I can't get used to it.
Yeah, I know what you meant. Now you used to be before you worked for the Record. You used to work for the New York Daily News also?
I was a columnist for the Daily News for 12 years before going to the Bergen Record.
Yeah.
And before that for the Miami Herald, a reporter for the Miami Herald for about 4 or 5 years.
So you got an extensive background in journalism.
I think so. It's been more than 25 years now that I've been writing for newspapers.
Sure. You're originally from Cuba?
Originally from Cuba. I was born in Cuba. I came when I was 11 years old. When I was a little kid in Cuba, I already knew I wanted to be a reporter. Sure. So that was one of the things I tell kids when I speak to them is decide as early as possible because that was my advantage.
Sure.
My advantage is I always knew what I wanted to be, even when I was in Cuba.
You can focus on it.
Yeah. And although, you know, when I came here, I said, hey, you know, there's a new language to deal with. You're going to be a reporter in a second language, which was English was a second language to me. So, you know, it was tough, but, you know,
it's funny
you make up your mind, you do it.
I've seen your I've read your columns, and you write without an accent.
That's true.
There's no accent at all on the column.
That's right.
Listen, let's talk about the website. You know, there's a lot to talk about you and the work you've done, but I'm anxious to tell the viewers, you know, we teased them at the top of the show about the website. What is this about? How can they get a free website?
Okay, let me start from the beginning. A few years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, the Bergen Record came to me. I was already working for them as a columnist, and they said, we're starting a Bergen Record website for the newspaper, but we're also starting to look at ways of reaching ethnic communities, and maybe you can design a website, a news website for and about Latinos, a website that Latinos a daily newspaper for Latinos, and that's how I started. Then later we bumped into this system that is much better, much greater than just a website. What we're building, Diego, is not a website, is a network of websites. Hundreds of websites are going to be tied to something called, which I direct, called NJ Latinos. NJ Latinos is like the home base of many, many websites that are all tied together into a network. So we're basically creating a Latino community on the internet, a New Jersey Latino community on the internet. Like never before, Latinos are in New Jersey using this network are going to be able to communicate with each other in ways that we had never even imagined maybe just 2 or 3 years ago.
You're bringing us together.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is the tool that can bring us together. Because you see, Latinos in New York, again, I used to write for the Daily News. In New York City, Latinos, New York State Latinos are all in New York City. They network with each other every day. They know each other every day. They attend activities with each other. In New Jersey, we're all spread all over the state. So there are people in Passaic who are not talking to people down in Camden, and they should be. And they should be comparing notes, comparing problems, and comparing solutions to those problems. This is, I think, the tool that's going to be able to allow them to do that.
Now, those of you who may be picking up, that we're talking about New Jersey, and you may be from, outside of the state of New Jersey, and maybe thinking right about now, well, okay, this is fine, but it's not for me because I'm from Philadelphia or Delaware or whatever. No, in advance, I want to catch you before you use that remote. That the websites that will be offered free and the training is not limited to just people in New Jersey. It also includes people who deal with New Jersey, who serve New Jersey communities. If you do anything that New Jersey benefits from. Newspapers that are published in Philadelphia, Spanish language newspapers, but that circulate in New Jersey. Radio programs that emanate from Philadelphia, from Wilmington, but are heard in New Jersey. If you have any dealings with New Jersey at all, stay tuned because we're going to tell you in a couple of minutes how you can be part of this network.
Well, Puerto Rican Panorama covers scene in New Jersey, and you already have a website.
And I have a website
for this program, which is great. I'm very excited about that because you'll be able to now on your program, on your website, to announce from week to week what's coming up. People will be able to see on your website what's coming, which is what we're doing with Images Imágenes as well. We have a website for the program.
And the other thing I plan to do is also to summarize some of the stuff that we do here, so that anybody who misses the show at least can read the website and get some sense of what was on. We're going to come back to Miguel Perez in just a couple minutes, so don't go away. We need to take a break.
I'm a foster child. I need a place that I can feel safe. I don't remember what my mom's hug feels like. I need someone to care about me. I'd like a home where I could live with my little brother. I need someone to take good care of me.
This is Governor Christy Whitman. Right now, right here in New Jersey, there are children who need foster parents. Call 1-877-NJ-FOSTER.
Do you think you could do that?
Triple K Marine.
Good afternoon.
Triple K Marine.
You don't eat them pigs in a blanket, do you?
Do I know you?
Cholesterol's bad for your pumper.
What is it to you?
I don't want your heart going bad.
Philifilm, the annual International Film Festival in Center City, Philadelphia through July 25th. For tickets and information, call 215-879-8209.
I guess I got beat up on average of 4 or 5 times a month. The lowest point, I think, was when I called my father to come and pick me up, take me to the hospital. I was on welfare when I left my husband. I needed financial help. I was not happy doing nothing. I was motivated to do more with my life. I wanted more. People tell me how lucky I am, and I always tell them, the harder I work, the luckier I get.
We're not asking you to hire everyone on welfare, just one.
If you saw a minus sign every time there was a plus sign, you'd think this was correct too. Call now to help your child manage his learning disability. There's no reason to be held back.
6ABC, a community connection, citywide improvement and planning agency presents its Youth Summer Nonviolence campaign with the theme Philadelphia Youth in Control. To participate, call 215-765-5504.
Talking today with Miguel Perez, who you might know as the host of Imágenes, Images. And, you know, Miguel mentioned that I have something to do. I started the show way back in 1972 when I was working for the New Jersey Public Broadcasting Authority, as we called it then. We haven't mentioned the fact that the present producer of Imágenes is a human dynamo, a good friend of ours by the name of Willie Sanchez, that has kept the program alive and has kept it, and has, in fact, the program has won an Emmy or a couple Emmys, and he has been nominated for Emmys.
I've only been there 6 years. I've already been nominated for 2, so it's wonderful.
Yeah.
But it's Willie, as you mentioned, it's Willie. Willie is the heart and soul of that program.
Absolutely, yeah. Back to the topic of today is, you know, and we started talking about this, that the record, the Bergen Record, which is a newspaper in North Jersey, comes out of Hackensack, New Jersey, is subsidizing websites that they're giving out to Latinos all over the place, all over New Jersey, for them to run by themselves. They're training you, if you're interested, they're giving you a $500 training package that includes not only training on how to set up your website, but also how to maintain it, and then they follow up, you know, with after you put it up, you know, they help you, and I can attest to that. You guys have helped me a lot with the, you know, programs. What do we need to know in order to be a part of this?
Well, we started with Hispanic nonprofit organizations. Right. And that's what we have been concentrating on for maybe about 6 or 8 months now. And we have more than 40 already Hispanic organizations that have already come in for training and have their own website that they know how to operate. As you said before, it takes 3 hours of training and you know how to run your website. You don't need to know HTML coding. People get scared when they think, oh, I'm going to design my own website. It's and a 6-year-old can design the website with the package and the program that we give you to build the website with. So it's really a lot of fun, as you saw yourself when you came in for training, Diego. So what we've done is we started with the organizations, and now we're at the point where, and in fact, this is where I make my first announcement about, I choose your show to make this announcement. We're about to expand the network and give free websites to Hispanic elected officials, Hispanic consulates from every Latin American country, and to the point now where we're really considering giving small businesses, Hispanic small businesses, their own website, free of charge, all trained, everything, just like with the organization, so that if you own an insurance company, if you own a small travel agency, if you own whatever small mom and shop store that you want to promote what it is that you're doing at your store on your site, we'll give you a free website. And then everybody in the state, once we do that, physicians, you know, clinics, for example, can have a website. Once we put everybody together, we'll all be communicating, we'll all be inputting information into one same place, you see. Because not only, what is great about this, Diego, is that it's not just a whole bunch of websites. It's a bunch of websites all connected together into a network that works really well.
Talk to us about the elements or the components of the website.
Okay, for example, in your website you have a calendar. This is what makes it a network. You have a calendar of events on your website. If you want, of course, you will be putting, for your own viewers, you'll be putting your programs, what's coming up on this program. If you want, out of that calendar, out of your website, to promote this, not just for the people who are going to be coming into your website, but for the whole state of New Jersey, for the main website, the one that I run, NJ Latinos, in my calendar, you can post your information automatically from your website. You can put it on my website without having even to call me or to send me an email. Automatically from your website, you can post things on my calendar. That's what makes it a network. You can't do that with just a link.
It also, you can have a bulletin board.
We have a bulletin board. Each website comes with a bulletin board, a chat room, a live chat room where each organization can conduct its own live meetings. Private or public. So if you want to have a private meeting with just your board of directors from your organization, whatever organization that may be, you can do that. Private meetings, live chat room. It comes with a newsletter. It comes with a mapping system, so that if you put down any address on the website and the person who's looking at the website wants to know how to get to this place, you're having a festival, you're announcing a festival, people want to know how to get to the festival, you click map, and you will get a map and instructions on driving instructions on how to get there.
And so there's no cost to this?
There is absolutely no cost.
To what extent, I mean, do the individuals control their own website themselves?
Absolutely, absolutely. The individuals control the websites. The catch, and there is a little catch, and I think it's worthwhile. The catch is that the Bergen Record holds on to one banner along the side of each page, everybody's page, where we put the sponsors. And the reason why, you mentioned $500, the training originally cost $500. Now we have enough sponsors that they are subsidizing the cost of the training and the cost of the setup, and that's why people are coming in, and Hispanic organizations are doing it for free.
But you know what,
that's my homepage.
This is the picture that you know that we're showing you. See, if you look on the left, and see that the very small column, those are the advertisements that Miguel is talking about.
The little boxes on the bottom left there.
And you know what? Anytime that I get, that I go on the internet, every time that I go on the internet, there's always advertisements popping up, everywhere. Sometimes I'm trying to get to something and I keep on, they get on the way. It seems that every server has them. So
it's becoming common practice because people for many years, Diego, for many people were getting in. For many years, people were getting into the internet, and everybody was saying to each other, "How do we make money?" I mean, it's great that we're building this great communication system that's new and it's going to take over everything, TV and everything else, supposedly in many years. But how do we make money? So the only way to make money now is by advertising, and so sponsorship of these websites is what the only thing that keeps them alive. And
those icons that you see, if you want more information about anything that you see, you click on it and it opens up.
The ads themselves are clickable, so you click on them and you go to the website or whatever.
If you don't want to bother with it, you don't have to.
Absolutely.
It's entirely up to you. How long do you have this website for?
Forever. I mean, it's free and you keep it for as long as you want to maintain it. That's it.
What about space?
Unlimited space. A lot of, so you see these offers every once in a while, we'll give you a website with 30K or whatever amount of, space. This is unlimited. Not only do you get a website, and you get to add a number of unlimited pages to your website. If you want to build a sub-website under yours and make that another department, let's say you have an agency, your organization has an agency with many departments, and you want to give each agency, each department in your agency its own website, its own separate website with its own calendar, its own everything. You can do that right after you have a website. You can build sub-websites under yours without even calling us.
Incredible. Listen, we need to continue this discussion. Oh, by the way, when we come back, we need to take a very short break. When we come back, get a paper and pencil. We're going to give you a telephone number that you can call to hook up with Miguel and his program, and we're going to give you a website address. So, get a paper and pencil, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Wendell Keels helped to save the life of a newborn while adjusting the cylinder rotation on his '69 Camaro. Dana Tidgewell saved a local firefighter while learning to waltz with her fiancé. Joseph Blair saved a mother of two while perfecting his famous 4th of July wings. And Bill Hardy saved a life while doing absolutely nothing. Hometown heroes, blood donors, the American Red Cross. Together we save lives.
Come play in the park at Philadelphia's Mann Center for the Performing Arts, where stars are center stage all summer long. Enjoy Bobby McFerrin, Itzhak Perlman, Rosemary Clooney, Sarah Brightman, Al Jarreau, and George Benson, plus fantastic swing bands. There's pops and jazz, the Philadelphia Orchestra, and river dance, too. At the Mann, there's always great music, great food, and fun for everyone. Call 893-1999.
Day to you.
Get the keys. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
If you seek help from a financial planner to take control of your financial future, you have a right to advice that is competent, ethical, and based on your needs. The Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards can give you 10 questions to ask when choosing a financial planner.
6ABC, a community connection. Welcome America in Center City or your neighborhood. For event details, call 1-800-770-5883.
My guest today is Miguel Perez, and he's here to tell us that his newspaper, the Bergen Record of North Jersey, is subsidizing free website on the internet, and that includes training on how to operate your website, and it also includes a manual that you take home after the training. This is all free. They're giving out free websites to any Hispanic, any Latino from either New Jersey or the Delaware Valley that would like to join this network. And incidentally, when you get the website, you're not limited to just talking to the network. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Go all over the world.
With a website, yeah.
And not only, and you've mentioned a couple of times that, people in Delaware Valley should feel included. Absolutely. Not only that, because my dream is to someday have not an NJ Latinos, but a U.S. Latino.
Yes. So
the plan soon will be to have PA Latinos, and then NY Latinos, and a Florida Latinos, and then over all of that, an umbrella of all these organizations that's really going to link the whole nation together.
Yeah. So you're part of a network, and if you want to take advantage of that, you may, but if you want to use your website for solely selfish purposes,
it's up to you. It's up to you. It's your website to do as you please.
Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you why I'm excited about this, besides the fact that I took advantage of this and, got myself a website for Puerto Rican Panorama. But one of the things that I'm happy about is that the information highway was moving along quite quickly, and it seemed to me as if we Hispanics were being left out.
We are. We still are. I mean, this is I really think that, Diego, many years, those of us who are in the media, we look for a way to give something back to our community, because our community, in fact, has given so much to us.
Sure.
I mean, we're on TV, Yeah. So we really need to find a way to give something back. This is it for me. I really feel like I found something where I'm really making a contribution to my community. And people are coming over and saying, Miguel, this is something that's really going to move us forward. And I'm very proud of the work we're doing with this.
And of course, we're presuming here that the people that we're talking to, have access to computers. And that's another...
Well, see, that's the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is that Latinos are falling behind.
Yeah.
And this is supposedly, hopefully, this is something that's going to motivate them. We need to get our kids involved. We need to buy our kids a computer as early as possible. Get your kids involved. I mean, there's a lot of hesitation. Parents, low-income communities, not just Latinos, low-income communities maybe can't afford a computer. We have to make that extra effort to get our kids, because they're going to be left behind. And so in the Latino community, it's very important, and I go out and I speak to parents all the time, and I tell them, look, make the sacrifice, because if you really want your child to be competitive in the next century, you really, really need to get them a computer. My daughter is 6 years old. She's been playing with the computer since she was 3. And if I had been doing, when I was 6, the things that she already does on the computer, I'd be a genius now. So, I'm very excited about the potential that my daughter has because she's had a computer.
Sure. I have a 5-year-old boy who was the same way. He doesn't go online yet. My daughters do, but he doesn't. But he turns the computer on and he plays games on it, and he handles that thing, very well. He feels very comfortable with it. And I think, these kids have an advantage that many kids out there may not have, and what we're saying is get on the bandwagon, because as Miguel pointed out, in the new millennium, this is going to be it. Most schools today are using computers. We're getting close to the end of the show. We want to give you, I hope you have that pencil in your hand and a piece of paper. We want to give you The telephone number to call if you either wish more information on this or want to sign up for it.
The person to call, his name is Jules Sackman. He's my partner. In fact, when the people come in for the training, I teach the class along with Jules Sackman, but he sets them all up. If they call him up, they can get a free website and make an appointment to come in for the training. Jules' number is area code 201-836-2920. 836-2920 and area code 201.
Okay. Also, you mentioned the New Jersey Latino website. What is the address of that?
We need to go, yeah, if you need to check out the mother of all these websites and where they find links to all the Hispanic organizations that have, including yours, but all the Hispanic organizations that already have a website, they can come to the main website. It's called NJ Latinos. It's www.njlatinos.com.
Okay. Miguel, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you for
being
having me
here. Before we go off, we're going to bring out the group, the all-female group called Ellas. And they're going to be doing a song called Mambo In. Here's Ellas.